What's going on, everyone? Bass here. As franchise tag day came and went, the Packers did not end up using their franchise tag on Arron Jones. There was a slim chance that it might have happened in either a tag and trade or just to keep him under contract, but they ended up not using the franchise tag on him. So today I want to break down basically what that means for the Packers running back room and Arron Jones in general. So before I get into it, if you aren't subscribed already, please consider subscribing to my channel and liking the video if you liked the video. I put out all sorts of Packers content, from highlights, news and analysis to breakdowns. So on to the subject of Arron Jones, I never thought it would be a good idea to put the franchise tag on him, let alone a running back. I've always been on the boat of not overpaying or paying a lot for a running back. I think it really puts a detriment on your team in terms of the money you can use elsewhere that has way better value for dollar. But the report put out by Adam Schefter says Packers did not place their franchise tag on running back Arron Jones. Jones is headed to free agency, though Green Bay is attempting to re-sign him before he gets there. Now that's interesting because I don't think they're going to be able to match anything on the open market. Miami Dolphins have a strong interest in him. The Miami Dolphins also have over $22 million in cap space. The Green Bay Packers are still at 11.4 over the cap, with a lot more work to do. So the Packers don't have the money to even pay Jones right now. They have to do moves and then they can pay Jones. They have to get under the cap by the start of the new league year, which they have yet to do yet. The tag on a running back in 2021 would have been $11.112 million, which in my opinion is just way too much to pay a running back, although Jones is probably going to command around that mark, around 12-13 million on the open market from a team like the Miami Dolphins. So if Jones actually ends up hitting free agency when the new league year starts, kiss that, avenue goodbye. I don't see the Packers being anywhere close to matching any team. The only small slimmer of hope or chance that Jones stays in Green Bay is if he somehow wants to and does agree on around an $8 million, $9 million per year average mark with the Packers, which I just don't see likely. Running backs have a short shelf life. I mean, personally, he should go get the money. You don't know how long you have in the league, and I wouldn't not respect the guy for going and chasing that money. So given the Packers do move on from Arron Jones, the only other running backs under contract is, of course, running back A.J. Dillon. They drafted in the second round, who's poised to become the starting running back of the Green Bay Packers. They also have Dexter Williams, Mike Weber, and Patrick Taylor. The bottom three are pretty much practice squad guys. I don't see them ended up on the 53 come 2021. What I love about A.J. Dillon is his contract. He's obviously still under his rookie year deal, and his next 3 years are as follows: $1.2 million cap hit, $1.4 million cap hit, and $1.7 million cap hit. I will never say this enough. It is very important to have a starting running back with a very low salary, likely on a rookie deal. If you look at the prior Super Bowl winners, which I'm about to bring up real quick, and what their average running back salary is, there is a running theme for that. So if you look at this list here, Super Bowl winner from 2020, Buccaneers, Leonard Fournette, $2 million. From 2019, the Chiefs, Damon Williams, $1 million. Year before that, Sony Michel, Patriots, $480,000. Before that, LeGarrette Blount for the Eagles, $900,000. Before that, LeGarrette Blount again, $760,000 with the Patriots. Before that, C.J. Anderson, $585,000. LeGarrette Blount again, $730,000. Percy Harvin, a receiver, $2.5 million. Before that, Ray Rice in 2012 with the Ravens, $2 million. Then Ahmad Bradshaw at $1.5 million in 2011 with the Giants. And then our boy James Starks at $320,000 in 2010. And then before him in 2009, Pierre Thomas, $460,000. This isn't some anomaly. This is every year the starting running back who gets the most carries and most snaps in that game has below a $2.5 million average salary. And the $2.5 million average salary is held by a receiver on this list, not even a true running back. So if this doesn't explain to you that you should not pay a running back an extreme amount of money, especially upwards of 9, 10, 11, 12 million, I don't know what will. And it really sucks to see Arron Jones go because I love watching him play. I think he was such a dynamic player for the Green Bay offense and such a great person overall, very humble guy. But when you look at things like this and you look at the money situation the Packers are in, and it's very dire, you can't really advocate them shelling out that type of money for that. No, as for our other running back free agents, obviously there's Tyler Ervin and Jamaal Williams. It's still a sight to be seen if Jamaal Williams will be brought back. My contract evaluation on him is around $4 million average per year. He's a great pass blocker, great teammate. He can catch the ball out of the backfield. The one issue I have is he's kind of a similar running back to A.J. Dillon. He kind of has that similar run style, that power back, between the tackles kind of guy, not much finesse. So that's kind of where you have an issue there, because if you bring him in, you kind of have two of the similar backs there. But at the end of the day, the Packers 100% need to bring in one or two running backs, whether it be through the draft or free agency or retaining Jamaal/Tyler Ervin. Now, some potential free agents, which I've kind of touched on in a free agent video. My number one would be James White. He's probably going to command around $3 million average, maybe $4 if that. My number is around $3. He's getting a little older, but a great receiver as a running back out of the backfield, can create mismatches against linebackers, against safeties, can pretty much run every single route in the route tree like a wide receiver, and I think he would be a great addition to the Matt LaFleur system. Another running back, which is kind of a dual threat guy, which would cost a little bit more, is Phillip Lindsay, $5 to $6 million average per year range. Definitely a guy that would also fit in the Matt LaFleur system and would be nice to see alongside A.J. Dillon. And then finally, you have Tevin Coleman, around a 3 to 4 average per year range. Again, and just another speedy running back, different kind of skill set from A.J. Dillon, and just would be a nice dynamic duo with A.J. Now, these are all considering A.J. Dillon will be the starting running back of the Packers in 2021. They drafted him in the second round. There's no reason why he wouldn't be. There's no other competition on the roster right now in terms of taking his spot, so I 100% see A.J. Dillon being the starting running back come next year. Now, if we look at some draft options in the third to fourth round, if he falls a little bit, Michael Carter out of North Carolina ran for 1,245 yards and received 267 yards in 2020. Definitely would be a good pickup there. You have Kenneth Gainwell, who opted out for 2020, but in 2019, 1,459 yards rushing and 610 receiving. I would assume if he played 2020 and had a similar year, he would easily go in the second round. But if he falls to the fourth, fifth round, that's definitely a good value pickup for the Packers in the draft. And then a late round guy who the Packers actually met with, Jamar Jefferson out of Oregon State. Just a promising late round back. Can catch the ball, can run the ball, definitely do a couple things, good in space. So I definitely see the Packers adding a running back in the draft, if not two. If they add someone in free agency or bring back Jamaal, I think they still add a rookie in the draft. But if they don't bring anyone in free agency, I definitely see them drafting two running backs this draft. So that's going to about do it. I just wanted to kind of go over what the situation in the Green Bay running back room is, because it's very slim in talent right now. It's pretty much A.J. Dillon, then an abyss of guys that are pretty much practice squad players. And like I said, it sucks to see Aaron Jones go, but I think the ship has sailed at this point. They could still, throw some offers at him, but Rosenhaus is his agent. He's a very tough one to try to get to do team-friendly deals and all that type of stuff. So I really just don't see it happening unless the number comes way down and Aaron Jones says, whatever, I'm playing for the Green Bay Packers. Give me that low money, whatever. But I just don't see that happening. So it's going to be interesting to see what the Packers do with their running back room for 2021. On that note, I'll catch you all in the next one. As always, go Pack Go.